Doing a story, kind of Bethpage memories from last time around. Have you ever played in front of an audience that was that loud and that into it? And I think we probably remember the reasons why as kind of a cathartic thing post 9/11, and what your memories are and some of the things that you heard and whether you think it could ever be like that again.
Last time we played here, it was just I've never played in front of atmosphere, that loud for all 18 holes. Phoenix has, one hole or a couple holes, but I think just the atmosphere in general. I mean, after what transpired here in September, I just think that everyone was just looking to, celebrate something else. It's one of the reasons why everyone got into the playoffs and baseball and basketball, anything to kind of escape it. And when they came out here, everyone was so excited to have it out here on their golf course, because it seemed like everyone who's played golf in this area has played this golf course, and there's something to be said for that. Same thing what happened to us last year at Torrey Pines. It just makes for a better environment because everyone can relate to what we're doing because they've actually played the same golf course. And as far as just the overall atmosphere, I have never seen anything like it, and I don't think we ever will.
I know you've been playing fantastic, but you usually win 2 years in a row for all the majors, except for the U.S. Open. And this time, I'm sure you're planning to win, but what's you are going to manage to win, and what's the key hole to you this year?
Well, not really a key hole here. Just like any U.S. Open, it's just they're all hard. Especially this golf course. This is probably the most difficult golf course we've faced from tee to green. Obviously, it's not the green complexes this week. Certainly not Oakmont. It's not Winged Foot. But from tee to green, this golf course is all you want. And with the weather coming in here this week, it's only going to get longer and harder, and it's going to be even more difficult. So I think just like any U.S. Open, you have to be patient. You have to get the ball in play, and at least this week, if you put the ball on the greens, you'll have a lot of good chances at birdies because the greens are relatively flat.
Do you like your chances? I mean, if it does get wet, it is a long iron course.
Yeah.
Do you prefer your chances in something like that?
Well, I like my chances in any major. I just enjoy, having to think your way around the golf course. It's not, a lot of the tour events we play, you just have to make birdies, and if you don't shoot 68, you're losing ground. Here, if you shoot 68, you're moving up on the leaderboard. And that to me is fun. Par is rewarded, and a birdie is really rewarded.
Tiger, given what the U.S. Open demands in order to win it, something you know a lot about, is there a prototypical U.S. Open player? Can there be one? Are you that player, or closest thing to it?
Well, there used to be a mold of it. I'm sure some of the years past for there, it seemed like every person was a pretty short hitter, very straight. I'm looking at Scott Simpson, Curtis. Even though Faldo didn't win, he was always right there. That seemed like it was the type of player that took to win U.S. Opens. The whole idea of a U.S. Open is obviously to grind it out and make pars. How you do that, it's up to you.
Tiger, as someone who knows a little bit about playing with other things on their mind when people are sick, I don't know if you've spoken to Phil at all, but how difficult do you think it will be for him this week? And I know you've spent a lot of time around Amy, at least at Ryder Cup. So how would you describe her as a person?
Is it easy? No, it's not easy. When my dad was sick, that's kind of the natural progression anyways. Your parents are supposed to pass away before you. And God forbid, however they get sick or how it ends, it ends. But to have a spouse, you're supposed to go together. And to have, I couldn't imagine, dealing what he has to deal with on a daily basis. Hats off, to how he's handled it, because certainly it's so hard to do. Everywhere you go, people are reminding you of it, and you can't get away from it. And you think that the golf course would be your escape, but it's not. I mean, you're surrounded by people wishing you well the entire time and hope everything works out. But then again, they keep reminding you of the same circumstance you're dealing with on a daily basis. and you just can't get away from it. Amy as a person is just she's a sweetheart. You know, she's been just so nice and so generous to everyone she meets, and you know, all the years that we've played doubles and table tennis, you know, Elin and myself against Phil and Amy. Those times are just, you know, those are priceless times. So, you know, myself and, you know, everyone out here hopes that she gets well and she's back out here as soon as she can.
Tiger, in your opinion, who do you think at this point is the best golfer of all time, and why?
Oh, Jack. Yeah.
And how close are you?
Oh, he's got 18.
And you-
I'm at 14.